The law of karma, remember this in your mind. Avoid the bad, do only good, purify your mind. When you die you'll go to heaven. You have to know, and you must know, life's endless cycle of samsara. There is no way to get away under the law of karma.
I've been coming to Dhammakaya Temple since 1982 when I was a fourth-year bachelor's student at Kasetsart University. My friends in the Student Buddhist Club always invite me to the temple, but I did not have any faith, so I did not consider going regularly. I went for major merit-making events and helped my friends write the receipts for those who donated. I went out of a sense of obligation to them. After I graduated, I did not go to the temple again until I was a master's degree student. I met an old friend who was a dorm mate at university. He spoke about merit with me every day. He invited me to go to the temple often because we had dinner together daily. So I had to listen to him talk about the temple constantly. In the end, he invited me to the temple for New Year retreat in 1986. Since coming to the temple then, I have always made merit at the temple. My mother was born of Chinese parent in Thailand. She was given over to a rich family to raise us. My grandmother had many children and could not support all of them. So my mother wasn't close to her siblings because they did not grow up together. So our family was isolated from my mother's family, as though I did not have relatives. My mother made merit according to her faith, but I think she did not believe and have faith in Buddhism. And she killed animal regularly to sell without thinking this was a demerit. But she stopped doing this 5 years before she died. She died from cancer of the uterus. When she was close to death, my oldest sister always chanted for my mother until she died. She was 61 at the time of her passing. My father was born into a wealthy family. When he married my mother, he arranged a major wedding ceremony. But as time passed, they grew and caressingly poor till they could hardly support themselves. When he was young, he was a womanizer. He drank alcohol and smoked heavily. He violated many precepts. He stopped drinking and smoking 10 years ago. My father killed animals for sale regularly, but he stopped doing this 10 years ago. Although he earned income by killing an animal and violated many precepts when we were children, he took us to make merit. He likes to study religions, including Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam. There was one period when he was Christian because someone invited him to convert every day. This person soothed his loneliness by coming to converse with my father when he was alone at home. This person always brought gifts for my father. In the end, my father went to church on Sundays. He said he could be a Christian without needing to pay money. Later, his health worsened, so he did not attend church. And I tried to tell him about the good qualities of Buddhism. And I installed a DMC satellite dish. And my second oldest sister prohibited the person who tried to convert my father from seeing him. Actually, I do not know what he thought. He died suddenly from heart failure on October 6, 2004. When I was born, I was not a cute baby. I was thin and small, so people called me dried shrimp. My body was covered with scars from boils. Later, my mother took me to see a doctor. The doctor injected me with medicine. After this, I almost never had such boils again. I was a very good student from the start and received top grades on my exams. But deep down, I was unhappy. I thought I had to be a great student so my teachers and friends would accept me. But I was a good student without kindness. I refused to share my homework with friends and was mean to others. But now I have greatly improved. The Dhammakaya Temple has made me into a human being. I have gained my good things from the temple and surprise my friends when I meet them. I did not think I would marry because I was afraid of being in a bad situation. But later, when I went to work in another province, I met my husband. He is a good person who likes to make merit. He ordained in Dhammakaya program and goes to the temple regularly. We got married in 1991. After we got married, he always invited me to make merit at the temple. It seemed like our married life was good, but in reality, we thought differently. We always saw things from different perspectives. I do not know what happened, but after we would speak 2-3 sentences to one another, we would have to stop talking or we would have an argument. The one subject about which we can have a good conversation is making merit. My husband always makes all forms of merit to his fullest potential. He even took money which had saved for buying a house to make merit. I accepted this and rejoiced in his merit. And every time I make merit, he is okay with this every time. My fourth younger brother had problems when he was young. When he grew older, he became addicted to drugs. His life revolved around drugs and he died at the age of 36. My half-brother, who ordained to be a monk, was not with his parents when he was a child. His parents separated and his mother started a new family. His grandparents raised him. Presently he has been a monk at the temple in Phetchaburi for about 11 years. He is the secretary of the senior monk in the sub-district. He makes merit with our community by joining the training for the Kalyana monks. And he installed a DMC satellite dish at his temple. He is weak because of infected blood vessels in his brain. My paternal grandfather practiced Feng Shui. He would give away medicine to people. He liked to help others. He died when he was more than 90 due to gallstones in his bladder. My paternal grandmother died in 1962 since I was very young. I did not know my maternal grandfather. As for my maternal grandmother, she suffered greatly from illness before her death and died when she was more than 90. My husband's mother is now 90 years old. She has Alzheimer's disease and cannot remember anyone, even her children. She cannot walk. She once built the Buddha image, participated in casting the golden image of Laung Phaw, helped light the funeral pyre for Kunye, went to a meditation retreat at Suan Bu a few times. Her meditation practice was good and she meditated at home. But when she became sick with Alzheimer's, she could not walk and therefore could not go to the temple. My husband's father liked to drink alcohol before dinner, but not very much. He died from kidney disease in 1985. Questions. What demerit caused my mother to have cancer of her uterus? My older sister chanted for her before she died. What was her dying vision? Where did she go after death? I always make merit for her. Did she receive this merit? Does she have any message for me? Why did my parents grow increasingly poorer after they married? Did my father die from heart failure as the doctor told us, or did he die for another reason? On the first night after my father's death, I dreamt that he returned home with a sad face as though he did not want to die. I told him that he had already died. I told him to think about the merit he had made. Did he really come? During 7 days after his death, I tried to speak loudly, tell him that he should recall the merit he made and not worry about anyone. Did he know this and accept this? Where is he? I always make merit for him. Did he receive this merit? Does he have a message for me? On October 10, 2004, the day that the golden image of Laung Phaw was cast. I took my father's golden ring for the casting, and I told my grandfather about this. Did he approve of this and rejoice in this merit? Where did my paternal grandparents, maternal grandmother, and my fourth younger brother go when he died? I built personal Buddha images for them. Did they receive this merit? Where did my husband's father go after he died? Did he receive the merit made on his behalf? What merit must my husband's mother make to improve her condition? If my husband gives her money and brings this money to make merit, will she receive the same amount of merit as if she made merit by herself? If she died with Alzheimer, what will be her state of mind at the time of her death? My half-brother, who is a monk, what demerit caused him to have infected blood vessels in his brain? What demerit caused him to have a broken family? Did he make merit with our community in past lives? Will he ordain for the rest of his life? What demerit caused me to have a difficult life but to be a very good student? What demerit caused me to have an irritable, temperamental, and aggressive personality? Why I am overly serious about life? What demerit caused me to have boils often when I was a child? What demerit that me to have me to be thin and unattractive? Presently, I have allergies in my hands, and bad knees, itchiness in my hands, and bad reaction to mosquito and insect bites. And my mind is not bright. My husband once ordained in Dhammakaya program 1980 and ordained as a monk for the rainy season in 2005. Did he make merit with the Dhammakaya community in the last Buddha era? Will he have the chance to ordain for the rest of his life? Why does he have a temperamental personality and is easily angered? What can be done to make him less temperamental and quick to anger? Why do I and my husband not get along? What were we in our past life? Now I am bored with married life. I always wished to be born as a man and live a holy life. Will this wish come true? Will I reach the inner Dhammakaya in my present life? Let's listen to Dream and Dream. I closed my eyes, dreamed and woke duo with these answers. When you tell anybody the story like a tale, it will make anyone know more about retribution, law of karma. Your mother had cancer of uterus because of demerit from killing animals for food and for sale, combined with demerit from adultery in her past life. Your older sister chanted for your mother before she died. This made your mother's dying vision half dark and half bright. After she died, the hell wardens took her to the purgatory of the first major hell. This is due to her demerit from regularly killing animals for food and for sale. Presently she's being killed and cut up by the hell wardens. She is suffering greatly. She was not taken to major hell because before her death, she heard your older sisters chanting, and she received the merit that you made on her behalf, but she has not exhausted her demerit. So should make merit on her behalf continually. When your parents were married, they became increasingly poor. This is because they did not make an offering in their past lives, because they did not believe in making offerings and the results from this type of merit. Your father died because of heart failure. He was at the natural end of his life. On the first night after your father died and you dreamt about him, this really occurred, because he died without knowing he would die. So in the first 7 days after his death, he wandered around the house. After death, he was taken by the hell wardens to purgatory of the first major hell. This demerit from regularly killing animals for food and for sale. Presently he's being killed and cut up by the hell wardens like your mother. He is suffering greatly. He was not taken to major hell for violating many precepts because during the 7 days after his death, he heard you talking about merit. But he did not understand and was not familiar with this. But it made his mind somewhat clearer. He received merit you made on his behalf, but he has not exhausted his demerit. You should make more merit for him. On the day the golden image of Laung Phaw was cast, you took his golden ring as an offering to cast the image. And you told your father. He approved, but he felt regret. So he did not receive the full merit. After death your paternal grandfather became an air spirit, due to his merit from the kindness he showed by helping other people. He received the merit dedicated to him, which increased his heavenly properties. Your paternal grandmother died and has been reborn as a human being. She could not receive the merit made on her behalf. After death, your maternal grandmother became a common earth spirit. Her existence is not comfortable. She received the merit you made on her behalf, and this improved her condition, but not much. So you should make merit for her very often. After death, your fourth younger brother went to the fifth level of major hell for those who consume intoxicants and smoke, due to his demerit from drug addiction. The hell wardens are sticking him with needles and putting the acidic powder in his mouth. He is suffering greatly. He has died and been reborn into this situation countless times. He has not received the merit made on his behalf, but this merit is waiting for him at purgatory. After death, your husband's father became a common earth spirit. He received merit you made on his behalf, so he has a more comfortable existence. If your husband brings money to his mother first, then takes that money to make merit, his mother will receive merit, but not as much as if she made merit on her own. The money that you earn from your own labor, if you use this money to make merit without regret and with happiness, you will receive full merit. Your husband's mother's symptoms will not improve. If she dies while having Alzheimer, and if during the 7 days after her death the results of her merit arise, she will be free of Alzheimer's and recall the merit she made. Her mind will be clear and bright. But if her demerit arises first, her mind will be clouded and she will go to unfortunate realms. Your half-brother who ordained has infected blood vessels in his brain. This is due to his demerit from being obsessed with anger, combined with demerit from killing animals for food by striking them on their heads. For example, by striking fish on the head. He did not do this often, but the result of this demerit have arisen. He had a broken family due to light demerit from being a womanizer. He was married, then divorced and married another woman. And he did not take care of his family, all took action. He made merit with the Dhammakaya community in the past life, but not often. He has a pattern to ordain to some extent. Although he sees the suffering associated with being a layperson, but he cannot take any chances in pursuing his monastic life. And he must meditate more often. You had a difficult life but were a good student. This is because you did not make offerings regularly, and you tended to get irritated before making merit. So these made the results of your demerit from stinginess arise first, and you had a difficult childhood. But you have a personality inclined towards studying that follows you from your past life. You were temperamental, irritable, aggressive, and overly serious about life. This is because of the personality that followed you from your past lives. So in your present life, you must solve this problem by only thinking of good things. For example, merit and Dhamma. You must train yourself to let things go and meditate until your mind is clear. You had boils often as a child. You were thin and unattractive. This is because of your demerit from speaking badly about others. You liked to tease others until they felt hurt. For example, you teased people that they were ugly or thin as a dried shrimp. Presently you have allergies and bad knees because of the light demerit from killing ants and mosquitoes. This makes you have allergies. And in your past life, when you were angry, you liked to kick things. So you have bad knees. Your demerit from speaking badly of others, combined with the demerit from killing ants and mosquitoes, make you itchy and allergic to mosquitoes and insects. So you must make every merit and think positively and make your mind very clear. You will see improvement daily. In the last Buddha era, your husband was a supporter of Dhammakaya community. Sometimes he made merit fully and sometimes based on his mood. When he grew old, he ordained for the rest of his life. Your husband has an irritable and temperamental personality that follow him from his previous lives, just like you. So you were husband and wife in the last Buddha era, and you have both had this personality for many lives. and both of you complain about your boredom with married life, but you can remain together. This is odd. You could not get along with husband well because you have both been this way for many lives. And both of you complain of your boredom with life. You cannot get along, but you can stay together in both happiness and suffering. If you are truly bored of married life, you should treat your husband as if he is an angel. You must smile often, stay calm, be flexible, approve of his actions, and praise him. Do this regularly, not just some days. And you must make all forms of merit and keep 8 precepts on all Buddhist holy days. And you must wish that you will be born as a man in your next life. If you are industrious and meditate without missing day, in accordance with proper principles, you will reach the inner Dhamma spheres. In this life we meet again. You should pursue perfections fully in every merit.